Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. I believe you are all doing very well. All right, so today we have episode 2 of the Kasa project. All right, so this is a 3D. A 3D means a 3-dimension, and a 3-dimension gives you a pictorial view of how your house is going to look like when it is completed. So you always request for a 3D from your architect. Are you with me? Yes, this was designed by Jonathan Tete. Jonathan Tete is a fine architect. Okay, so in case you need any of the services, please do contact him. So on your screen is an existing structure, and we need to convert this existing structure to the new drawing. Okay, yes, so when you look on the 3D that I shared with you, we need to convert the existing structure to look like the new drawing. In your view is a total estimate that I prepared for Madam Joy. Okay, we need to modify the foundation. So we're doing a lot of demolition work. We have to do a lot of creating of new columns. Okay, the architect, before putting up the whole thing, had already checked for structural integrity. That is not the duty of the mason. Okay, before the mason, the architect come up with anything, he needs to visit the site. So the architect is the one that is going to come up with all the information, whether the foundation is weak, whether the columns are weak, it is not the reinforcements are not the right sizes. He's going to come up with all this information because it will be in the notes of the architect. Are you with me? So all these we need to be well abreast, such that when the mason goes to the site, he gets all the information, and then we can execute what is expected of us. So right in episode 1, you saw we started chiseling off. We remove all the gable blocks, which is the after lintel block work. We remove all of them because the height that we want to achieve, because it's going to be a first floor, we need to do a lot of modification. Are you with me? Yes. The intended purpose of the initial construction was just a single story, but now it's going to be a 2-story. You understand? So we need to do a lot of modification. Here it's actually sunk in. We need to demolish the existing slab. So there's a lot of chiseling work. A lot of work needs to be done. So that is a lintel. Yeah, and you can see that it is not strong enough. We've chiseled everywhere, removed all the concrete, which is even not strong enough. I don't know what type of cement they use though, but then it's horrible. It's horrible. Yes. So gradually it's taking shape. It's not an easy task, especially looking at an existing structure and trying to make it look or perhaps to conform to a new design. You understand? You need to think it through, take your time, do a lot of demolition, creating a new columns. Okay, yes, window design, the window formation, it needs to match that of the first floor. We need to do all of that, creating new doors, closing existing ones, and then we have to remove existing pipes, reposition them. All these are necessary. Okay, all these are necessary. All right, so in case anybody want to reach out to me, kindly WhatsApp me. You can call me on the WhatsApp number on the screen, or you can send me an email, bright&clara@outlook.com. Okay, I'm always available. Yes, so whatever the request may be, if you want a quote, yes, I'll prepare a quote for you, and a quote may differ depending on the type of drawing you have. It may be $100, $150, or even $200, depending on the capacity of the design. Are you with me? And once the design, we are done with the quote or the estimate, we will forward it to you, and then you approve it. Once it is approved, you send the money, and we go build the house for you. Okay, there are other options available. Whichever one that suits you, we just need to discuss it, and then we take it from there. All right, so Madam Joy is going to be so excited. Now, getting this demolished, the entire concrete slab demolished, is not an easy task. It's not an easy task because we're going to look at the reinforcement right there, whether there was a beam in between, why does it sag in because of the span. Okay, engineering have it that any measurement or any span beyond 21 or 22 feet, there should be a beam. Okay, and that beam shouldn't be a secret beam. It should be a beam that protrudes underneath. Okay, whether it's 30 centi, 50 centi, depending on the discretion of the structural engineer. Are you with me? Anything more than 22 or 20, because it begins from 20, 21, 22. Now, if I have 22, it means that I have to change my reinforcement. It shouldn't be 16 mm. I have to use 20 mm, and then also it shouldn't be 6 rod. It should be 8 rods in the stirrup. The stirrup is going to be 8. You understand? So the calculation of the bending schedule will show. It will indicate all of that. Are you with me? Yes. So I am not a quantity surveyor. Yes, I come from a practical point of view. I know there are other methods that people use. Even here in Dubai, they have a software. There's a software that you put in the total square, meter of the house. Once you put the total square meter, you indicate whether it's a 2-bedroom, you need to check 2-bedroom. How many bathrooms, you check it. Okay, you need a balcony, you check it. You need a patio, you check it. You need this, you check it. And once you check all this, then it comes up with a calculation for you. You understand? Yes. So whatever you need, there's a software that have been designed which will even calculate the number of trip of sand you need, the number of aggregate, the number of blocks, the number of cement. All this is done by a software. In Ghana, there are various methods. Okay, one, when you have a quantity surveyor who has been trained in that area, they are able to do a calculation to give you. Okay, those are very detailed. And then there are other ones that goes like, okay, I look at your house. Oh, based on this, I mean 5,000 blocks, 3 trips of sand. That system is gone. Okay, and then as another method that the masons, they use the manual calculation. It's a manual calculation. Okay, and that one is what we use. We use the manual calculation where measurements are taken from each grade line to grade line, from grade line to grade line. You take the block minus the 15 inches, and here they do all this calculation by line by line. And then they have a formula that they use to estimate the blocks, and this is done manually, and it takes time though, but very stressful, but that is okay, and that is what we are good at. Are you with me? So that is the same method I use. Okay, I use a manual calculation. Someone might have other methods they use in estimating the quantity of materials, but the manual is what we use. You understand? And it hasn't failed us though. Yes, it has been failed us, because when we do that, there's always a tolerance. Okay, we give contingency. You understand? So yeah, so far so good. That is what I have been using, and it has helped me in the long run. Okay, it has helped me in the long run. So chiseling work is still taking place, and gradually we're going to jump into the entire slab. We want to deal with the various areas before we start coming down to the slab. So you can see that all the block works have been removed. You understand? All the blocks works here removed completely. Okay, yes, and then columns are going to be created, new columns, okay, created, and then position rod 16 mm is what we're gonna position them properly. Right here, the front porch, you can see that all the lintel, okay, beam have been chiseled out. We are left with the reinforcement. We are going to remove the reinforcement. We wanted to know if the reinforcement can be reused. Okay, so we're going to use those one for mats. Okay, for the new columns that we're going to create, we're going to use these ones for them. Some of them has already shown some form of deteriorating. Okay, so we're going to eliminate those ones, and once we eliminate those ones, the remaining ones we are just going to buy new ones as per the estimate. We're going to buy new ones, and then we move along. You understand? So it is horrible. Once you're giving contract to people, kindly double check. You understand? Double check. It is very, very important. The foundation holds everything. Once you miss the mark, okay, then everything is in shambles. Once you miss the mark, everything is in shambles. We've had other experiences from a project at Lake Bosomtwe, and that is in Kofodia. And pretty soon, I'm going to be sharing videos on that and how we were able to come out of it, all the processes I'm going to show on the channel to be a lesson learned to all of us. You understand? Especially when you're building on a slope, it's very, very crucial. You need a thorough analysis. Okay, architect should be on board. They should verify, check the slope of the land. The mason should be well abreast with exactly what he's doing. It's just not stacking up the blocks, lay the blocks, and take money. You understand? All these are lessons that I have learned, and going forward is going to propel me to a greater height. Are you with me? Yes. So don't be despair. Take heart. I know people have worse cases than this one, but they are hiding them. Don't worry. Bring them to me, and we will help you out. You understand? We will help you out. I have that experience already. So if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.